Tiny soldiers on the table march in line. Painted shields and swords, they shine so fine. Dice roll like thunder, sealing fate. In this battle of ours, let's not be late. Woman in miniature, too small. Battles on the tabletop, we'll conquer all. Plastic army, clash and war. Woman in miniature, let's fight some more. Kings and castles rise restored against good. Mountains made of books, sticks of cardboard wood. Strategy of giants on scale so fleet. We follow the path like a company. Warrior in miniature, no too small. Battles on the tabletop, we'll conquer all. Heroes from the past, army, clash and war. Warrior in miniature, let's fight some more. Battlegrounds in living rooms, legends unfold in the chaos of dice. Our stories are told from the rookies of war to generals wise, the fate of tiny worlds.
All right, hello again, everybody. This is Derek, and I'm coming back at you a little late. I just went through my entire mod list. There's no options on the menu here. Okay, so we're gonna start a brand new game. Okay, let me see if I can lower the volume here on the desktop. I can lower it in my head, and I'll lower it on the stream. And then what I'll do is once I get into the game, then I'll go ahead and actually lower the volume, because it's probably set pretty high. Okay, so I made a decision this afternoon that I was going to purge my mods, because this afternoon I was struggling with the game not, as you probably already have seen in a couple of my episodes, where I would press F5 to do a quick save, and it would be fine, it would quick save, but then it would never, when I press F9, it would not load. It would say the file is corrupt. I did a little research, and I found that there are I use ChatGPT, you know, it helped me out quite a bit. I found out that some of my mods that I was running are known to cause this, and there's also just the fact that you're running mods in general could cause this as well, because there might be a file that didn't load properly, or there might have been a and it also said on the later down on the line, it said another reason that might cause this is, and then I explained exactly what was happening, because believe it or not, ChatGPT had a conversation with me. It asked what exactly was going on, and it said, are you doing this, and this, or is this, and this happening? And I told it, you know, I play for a while, everything I save and it loads no problem, but then about 30 minutes into a playthrough, my F9 quick load fails to function, and then when I go to do a manual load, it says all the save files are corrupted, and it said, I've got the problem. I know what's going on. And I was like, whoa, okay. It said that I must have changed the way the game works. Like I added an overhaul or a tweak or some kind of game mechanic changing. I must have changed a game mechanic mid playthrough. Not that not that you changed the mechanic, because that's perfectly fine. It's that I started off with one thing, and then about halfway through I changed it, and then that has a tendency to corrupt save files, even if you do your best to try to keep everything clean. It still has a tendency to do this. And I was like, that's exactly what happened to me, because I was doing my testing. I was playing the game. Realistically, I was playing the game, but I had an ulterior motive that I was testing a lot of different mods to see which ones I liked, which ones I wanted to keep in my game, and stuff like that. And I think I pretty much narrowed it down to what I want to use. And those are in the description below. And that took a long time. It took over an hour to type that in. I tried copy and pasting, but it was like 15,000 words or letters, and it only accepts 5,000 in the doobly-doo below the video. So I had to go through and delete some words and some numbers, and basically I even bothered to delete some mods altogether off the list because they're redundant. It's like, if you add this, you're obviously going to add this patch or whatever. And so I kind of deleted. So in that list, you're not going to see a lot of fixes or patches, but if there are any, I probably have them installed. Now later, I might do a Google Doc or something, and just put a link in there so that you can link to my Google Doc. And then as I modify my load order, I can just modify that Google Doc, and then anybody can view it at any time. And it'll be more complete that way. And I've decided to call my mod list, because it's a personalized mod list. I've decided to call it Paragon. I was playing, not a goody two shoes. I wouldn't say that. I was playing, because I kind of am a womanizer. I'm kind of a creep that way, or what do they call it? Not is creep really the word? Yeah, maybe it is. But I want to do the right thing when it comes to like saving people and rescuing people and stuff like that. So that's what I was calling my playthrough, is a Paragon playthrough. But I've decided, since I'm gonna work pretty hard on this mod list, I'm gonna call it Paragon, and it's version 2. I believe I'm gonna cross my fingers that I don't have to change anything in this mod list. Okay, so we're gonna play, and I've already logged in to a person, and I saved, but I don't want to be a prisoner, right? So we're going to delete all of these. because I want there to be nothing. I want there to be complete. I didn't, what did I hit? Did I hit load? I didn't mean to hit load. And I'm only going to quit to the main menu. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to hit delete. Delete this? Yes. Delete this one? Yes. Now I don't have load or continue as an option. I only have new. All right, so that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to. But what this means is, I know it's very late. It's almost 4 a.m. What this does mean is all the mods will have to load in. I will have to go through the MCM. I'll have to make a character. You know, that's one of the things. I actually like this preset character right here. Okay, I got an extra slider up here that I did just a minute ago. So something must have loaded. Okay, so this is done a little bit differently over here, and I think it's because I now have the UI that I want to use, which is Nordic. I want to use the Nordic UI. Let's take a look at some of these presets and just see if any of those would be a good starting position. Actually, he might be a good start. But what just happened? But actually, this, I think, is probably the... What is that? He's darting around. Okay, I'm trying to move his head around. It won't move. Is it because I'm in all? Let me go left alt. I don't have any presets saved. So we're going to have to, okay, camera. Move the camera. Okay, that's cool. Let's get back to the sliders. Okay, so let's do this one step at a time. Do I want to be an Argonian? No. I want to be Imperial. Why? Because of the gold. It says no race description for Imperial. Why is that? It has no race description for any of these guys. I wonder why that is. Maybe you just have to know. Oh, look at that. The presets change based on me being a different race. Okay. Yeah, I have no way to move these. I was wondering, I'm right-clicking and dragging, I'm left-clicking and dragging. I thought I could move, I'm doing the middle mouse button, I'm rolling. I thought I could turn the head like this and that. Or at least I could in... Okay, but I can figure this out. I do not want to be a lady. Imperials just don't look... he kind of does. Now, isn't there a morph where I can it's the himbo, pecs and body, and now can't I, maybe it's extra. Here we go. Can I add a little bit of Nord in me? What's going on? That's my head. Look at my face. Is that all it does? Okay. Body paint. Body scales. I can up my scale. I can up myself. Yeah, first person, forward and back. It doesn't really help because I can't see. That's all right. We're gonna go Imperial. I'm gonna make myself just a little bit bigger. Weight is maximum weight is 1. Huh. I could probably make myself bigger than that. I don't want to be pale, but also don't want to be super dark either, you know? I think that looks good. There's nothing under here. Okay. Yeah, even when I'm in my face, it doesn't let me move the head. This is weird. Okay. Okay, neck side. Don't have to spend too much time. I just want to, how about now? No, there's something wrong with the character generator, it looks like. That's way too fat. Getting bigger as I go. No. I think 2 or 3 was looking pretty good. Try that again. Can't look at it from the side. I guess we'll have to, okay, torso. Beer gut. Can't see anything because I got the clothes on. Can't see anything change. Nothing's changing. What's a Hayden? I don't know what that is. Okay. The eyes actually look pretty good. I think I want to narrow them up a little bit though. Yeah, the eye shape is fine. Height looks good. The width. Okay, brought them in a little bit closer. That's not what I wanted. I don't want it to look like I'm dirty. Okay, that works. Okay. Brow? Okay, that's right here. Okay, okay. No. Not bad. So many good choices. Like that one. I think I'm gonna go with that one. Mouth. I really need to get the hair out of the way. Okay, that looks good. Let's accept that. Mercurio. Okay. going to be under a helmet 99% of the time. You're never going to see this. I don't want to be a zipper head. Could be a Padawan. No, I don't want to be Padawan. That's Imperial. And then those are all bald. I think I'll stick with Imperial hair. Facial hair. No. Oh, number 5 is like no hair. Okay, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with weird. So now we can look at the mouth. Now that I can see it. Even though I can't turn my guy. This is going to be, there's going to be a problem. Wait, a camera. I can do that. What is this E rate? Tab. Oh, how fast it moves, maybe? Left Alt secondary. Rotate AD. Okay, so this is more of a rigid. Okay, this is more of a rigid camera looking thing. I'm okay with that because I'm only going to do this once. So, actually, I kind of like him the way he is. I'm actually kind of happy with this the way it is. I don't even know what the expressions, what that means. Does that give him like a permanent, like, or like when I'm angry, I'll make this, oh, that's pretty ridiculous. Do I give myself like a, like that? Oh, like I'm always angry. Like how big that is. Happy might be a thing. No. I'm messing stuff up. Don't want to mess with that. Colors. We already did this. Oh, cheek color and all that stuff. Like that. Yeah. I don't want to be too dirty, you know what I mean? War paint, dirt, skin tone, eyeliner, eyeshadow. We already did all that. Laugh lines. No, everything looks good. Oh, I could make my lips a little bit redder. I'm gonna put some makeup. Imperial War Paint. I don't see it, but that's okay. We're gonna cancel that. Body paint. Don't need any body paint. Don't need hand paint or foot paint or face paint or body scales. Okay. I do need some body scale. Okay, now, if I wanted to have like big bows or big swords and stuff like that, you could do that. If I wanted to have big breasts, I could do that. If I wanted to have a big butt, I could do that. Okay. Height. Whoa. Whoa, I could like, I could be like a gnome. No. One. 1-3 seems good. That's it. I'll go adventuring like that. No. My head is going to be like normal size. Okay. Biceps. I'm going to be symmetrical. Okay, 108 looks good. I don't want it to be maxed out, but yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm not sure why it gives 2. I think it's like upper and lower bicep, maybe. Quiver, bow, sword, axe, mace, shield. You can make your shield like super small if you wanted. Breasts. I don't have breasts, I have a chest. Is that a thing? Or is it just... Or does it just overlap? Okay. We'll find out. What happens when I go like this? Nothing? Okay. That doesn't affect me, being the man that I am. Sagginess? Okay. Myself a little bit of a glute. Forearms. There's forearm size. Okay. My hand, I don't need to worry about fingers and my any of that. Waist, calf, legs. I'm not worried about all that. Looks like everything's been doubled up for some reason. I think that's what I'm going to play with. Finish and name your character. Okay. So we're going to make a derivative of Anton. Anton is my SCA name, and now we can go with Antonius. It sounds kind of imperial. I was thinking Anthony, or just plain Anton. But we're going to go with Antonius. Is that how you spell it? Or is it like that? Antonius. I think that's how you spell it. Well, that's how I spell it. Okay, yeah, it's still, see, it's still doing startup tasks. I should have waited for all the startup tasks to complete before I made my character. Because I bet you one of those has something to do with the creation. That's why I couldn't just drag and drop my guy. Failed to start dialogue quest. I don't know what that's about. Okay, that gives me a big heads up on my MCMs. Okay, so the matter of time needs to be squared away because it's like right there in my grill. We're not going to show the symbol. We are going to show the clock. The clock is going to be in a 24-hour clock. My favorite clock. We're not going to worry about showing the date. Okay. Now, how is this one clock going to be displayed? It's not going to be at 100%. It's going to be at 70. Needs me to hit enter. Okay, got it. Transparency 100%. No, that's not what it means. I'm going to do top left. A vertical offset is 80. Let's see what that looks like. Let's just, before I go anywhere and do anything, let's just see what that looks like. That looks all right where it's at. See the clock in the upper left-hand corner. You notice it's right above where my quests are. It's like in the perfect location for that. I could probably grow it a little bit. Let's grow it a little bit. Just because of my eyesight. Let's take that 70%. 75%. See what that looks like. It's bigger, but not noticeably bigger. I'm not going to go much bigger than 80. Yeah, that's a good, 80 is good. Okay, so that's one mod. Okay, let's do a F5, quick saving, and quick loading. Look at that, didn't work. Ooh. Save corrupt, look at that. Did all that work for nothing. I went through there and acid washed my entire hard drive, cleaned all the old files out, everything. But I will have to say this. Vortex did have my mods saved under uninstalled, and all I had to do was click install and it reinstalled them. Maybe if I purged all the mods, deleted them, and then went and re-added them. My clock didn't save. Oh, okay, right. Because that would be a quick save. I didn't do a hard save. I just went back to the start. giving it a few seconds to install all itself. There was a quick save, quick load, and that clock is correct. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, let's mess with more mods as they load. If I go, cannot wait in this location. Okay, so it's not a problem, it's just that the menu. Okay, let's go with Cathedral Weathers. Okay, that loaded. I noticed that I always do this, it looks like. And yeah, the room looks better that way. Okay, so far so good. Okay, that's Cathedral Weathers. Dragonborn voiceover. Okay, it's already got the even tone. Okay. Fertility mode. I did go in and change a lot of the stuff. Now, I don't know if it saved it or nope, it did not. Okay. Wait, did that say force? Okay. I don't know what that means. FlowerGirls, okay, working our way down the list. We don't need to see it. I don't need beggars to offer me their love. I'm straight, so I like my game to be straight. Turn that off. Okay, all that works. Fast SMP. I think I've already gone through this. But again, I don't think I changed anything, so I'm just going to leave that. Guard dialogue. I also don't think I changed anything on that. I'm not sure if I should. Improved alternate camera. I don't have smooth cam. Force third person. Okay, that's fine. Head tracking. It'll automatically look at whoever you're talking at. I don't think I need to modify any of that. Enable head message positioning. Okay, so I can move the commentary a little bit off to the left or right or whatever. Okay, well, we're going to leave that there. Lazy tools, don't need to touch. More HUD. I'm not sure what this is. Okay. Yep, widgets. Player data. Alignment to the right. I don't think I want it on the right. I think I want it on the left. What do you think? We'll figure this out. Targets data. It's going to be centered. Alignment. Center. Scale 500%. Make it super huge. No, I'm not gonna. I don't care about that. I don't know. I might have to go in and tweak this later. This is my followers. I don't have any. So, I guess this right here would be, once I do get a follower, it would be base info. Stop, only sandbox in non-dungeons. And multi-level sandboxing. Maximum search time. 1 minute. Can't find it in 1 minute, you ain't get it. Auto loot after combat, yes. Drop junk. Mount support. Wait forever. Wait without sandboxing? No, they can sandbox while they wait. I want them to, actually. Allow sparring. Okay, that's cool. There's a lot of options here in this mod. So, gift interval. I think I changed that to 7 days. Allow tracking. Yep. Learn spells from books. Yep. Skill affinity. I'm on the fence about that. Skill affinity is when one of my followers does a task, like a fight or whatever. I have a possibility to learn from that and raise my skill. You know what? I'm going to allow it, but I'm going to lower the chance. What I'm thinking is, this is how I'm going to role play it. They fight and learn and, you know, develop their armor skill or their shield or magic or whatever they're doing. And then they spend time with me teaching me that and leveling me up. So I'm going to say, yeah, okay, it's okay. I'm not hiring anybody. They can sell items. I'm not going to Isolde or Sadia. I'm not going to have optional companions. Winterhold mages. Drink at a tavern. Sharpen weapons. Sharpen weapons adds +1, I think, to the weapon's damage. I think create arrows should be kind of a default thing. Okay. Player casted abilities. No, I don't want to cast like an ability. I don't need to debug any followers. Okay. No followers. So I can't go through. I don't have a home base. Any of that. Okay. Now this is, I've had this in my load order for hours, days, months, but I've never seen this MCM ever pop up until just now. I mean, this load through. All friendly dialogue. Lover dialogue for non-spouses. Yep, I'm gonna allow them to talk to me like they know me. Click here for info on these options. No. Female voices, all of them, of course. Why would I not? Freya, okay. Male voices, allow. I am sworn to carry your burdens. Allow housecarls to say this. Oh, so I could turn that off? No, I'm good with that. Use more guard dialogue. Okay. That might conflict with the guards that I already have going. Enemy. Follower idle dialogue. Everything's checked. Love it. Change specific NPC options. Stop combat. Players not in combat. Stop anyway? No. Map calming spell. 2 hotkey. No. View NPC stats. No. And other options. Other options. Okay, here we go. This is important. Greeting distance. Head tracking distance. Combat dialogue. You're naked. Okay. Allow Tarek. I don't know what that is. Markarth encounter. Of course. Make any child your follower. What is this? Turns off all dialogue calling the player Dragonborn. No, I don't want to turn that off. Okay, so that's good. Sky UI should just be, no, it's got options. Oh, quantity. I know what this is. I'm going to leave it at 6. Okay, that's the UI. And then sleep and lingerie, I'll work on that later. Smart NPC potions. This is a new mod for me. I got rid of the NPC can use potions per ChatGPT's recommendation. It's a 40% chance, 4 potions, dropping a potion if I kill them. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's all good. We'll do a new save. Got this dragon over here looking at me. Oh, my controls are not set up. Oh, that would have a big difference. Okay. Controls. Forward, left and right. Left and right hand. Interact is F, not E. Sheath is R. Menu. Toggle POV is E. Okay. I just changed it from, Jump. Sprint. Shout is Z. That actually might be better. But okay. Sneak is going to be C for crouch. Toggle always run. Believe it or not, I put it down as K, just out of the way. Sprint, we got left alt. No, sprint is going to be left shift. Quick save, quick load. Favorites is Victor. Auto move. I don't know what auto move. Left control. That's normally something. I don't know what it is. But right now we're good to go. Shout at Z, huh? I don't know. I might make that E. Because I've always had it as E. What has Q been? Q was, I don't know. Okay, so wait, T, journal, system, inventory, magic. I don't use that button. Map. Okay. If I run into some issue, oh yeah. I don't have a controller. I'm using a mouse. Yeah, it should be good. Save on travel. Important. Look sensitivity. I'm not sure if I should mess with that or not. But there we go. How about display? Subtitles. That's for you guys, not for me. I don't really care about subtitles. And the audio. I noticed it was like super loud when we were playing the music. In the menu. I think that would be considered a menu. I'm not really sure. Ambiance. I like voices to be a little louder. Footsteps as well. NPC, maybe not my footsteps. Maybe the NPC footsteps, so I can hear them coming. And then I can go save, new save. Now let's see what happens. Ah, see, I access. 12 lockpicks, 2,000 septums. I am happy for that. I'm going to take that only because I might need to eat it. Because those restore 2 health. What? Examine. It says search the strongbooks. I could have swore I already did that. There's a wardrobe. And look at this. I could just take everything and then just equip what I need. Because I know I'm not going to be overweight. Well, with all that I might be. Nope, not overweight yet. Check my inventory. I think I am going to put on this iron armor, iron boots, iron gauntlets, iron helmet, maybe even an iron shield, and an iron sword. Am I going to learn any of these spells? No, I'm going to save them for my follower. Or sell them. I'm already sitting at 2072. Okay, now the big decision I've got to make is... Here's a big decision. Now, I'm going to save right before the big decision, in case I need to go back and reload the big decision. This guy is going to want to send me on... okay, first of all, I have some choices to make. That's what I'm trying to say. How do I want to start the game? Do I want to be at High Hrothgar with the Greybeards? Do I want to be in a tavern? In an inn? Do I want to be in a shipwreck? Do I want to be Left 4 Dead? The Left 4 Dead option I've already tried. That was actually pretty good. I was permanently injured until I got healed. I could... Let's find out.
Speak if you have aught to say worth the listening. Speak if you have aught to say worth the listening.
Wait, I am supposed to talk to you, right? Hold on. It says, I've recently arrived in Helgen and decided to rent a room. If I decide to extend my stay, I should talk to the innkeeper. I have a feeling something interesting might happen if I do. Resting Pilgrim in Helgen. Okay, so that's the clue to wait, I haven't chose my path yet. Am I not supposed to do that?
Speak if you have aught to say worth the listening.
I'm confused. Am I supposed to click on something specific? before I click on you?
Speak if you have aught to say worth the listening.
I'm trying to talk to you, and that's all you say. Now, I can open the door and hit the door. I'm supposed to have multiple options. Something is causing these guys to T-pose. Okay, this is not gonna work for me. Crap. Yeah, even I am T-posing. Which mod would be causing this? There's gotta be some overlap. Okay. Okay, let me look through this and see if I can figure this out. Well, guys, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to, believe it or not, I'm going to end the stream right here. I know nothing really happened during this stream. Let me disable that one. The only thing I can think of that might be causing a conflict. Whoa, there's an error. Okay. Not had that error before. Might have to reinstall that. Okay, let me shut down my vortex. I'm also going to shut down Steam. I'm going to do a fresh start of everything. Okay. Yeah, my forced idle something, whatever it's called, FNIS, what takes care of all the animations, was having an error or gave me an error. So I think that might have been, I hope that's the problem. because I could just reinstall that. Okay, did Steam decide to load or no? Okay, so now I'm going to click on my fours. It's not force, it's fours new idols in Skyrim. And it's giving me an error. Okay. So, this is what I plan to do. Uninstall that bad boy. Where are you at? Fours idols. There you are. Remove. Delete that. Or remove. That's gone as well. Mods are trying to deploy. I'm really surprised a bunch of them didn't come up and say, hey, we gotta have this. It didn't pop up. So make sure I install the right one. What is this? Hang on, let me read this. This says remove FNIS remnant. Okay. Let's not go as far as to use that just yet. There's also something out there called Nemesis. I haven't started using that. I might. It's something to check out. Um reinstalling it. Now it actually pulled up accurately. Okay, so let me click that. Let's try that again. Okay. It's working. It's saving. Checking all my plugins, all my mods to make sure they're good to go. I'm reloading. I want to see if that fixes anything. Okay. Now I'm thinking I'm going to load number 4. Okay, I've got a normal posture now at least. Okay. That works. Let's see if I could talk to this guy. Well, I don't have a prompt. Just want to see what the other... It's going to take me to the Helgen Inn. Okay, people are sitting. That's a bonus already right there.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthal. Mages in a burial crypt. No good can come of that.
How come I didn't go to third person and start talking to you? I can always come back. I can always save again.
Need something?
Well, yes, I should have a camera. Conversational camera. I should have a Dragonborn voiceover. Okay, let's do just a quick turn it off, turn it back on kind of deal. it should be...
Huh?
Huh. That didn't work. Hey, kid.
Hmm?
Okay, you don't want to say anything to me. Also not getting a screen. I should have a screen. No. Maybe everything just hasn't loaded yet.
Need something?
Nope. Apparently not. What about you?
Hmm?
There it goes. So I have a feeling that I just have to wait for things to load for the first time. What have you got for sale?
What have you got for sale?
There you go. And I'm talking. Okay, well, I don't want that.
Aye.
What I want to do is load on number 4, and look at that, save corrupt. I don't know what it is about saves. I don't know. I heard there was a way to clean your saves. Plus, you know what I didn't do? I didn't do this. Okay. Let me just close everything. You're supposed to go into Steam, which I did not do, like an idiot. Let me pull up my library. Let me go to right-click on the Elder Scrolls. And I'm going to go to Properties. Right, enable Steam overlay while in-game is turned off. Keep game's saves in the Steam cloud. Is that supposed to be turned off? Or turned on? I don't know. Installed files, I could verify it if I wanted to do that. Betas, controllers disabled. DLC Anniversary Edition, it's selected. Background recording is disabled. Privacy is all disabled. Hide in library. Mark as private. Your DLC for this game is not marked private. You can also customize privacy settings on the per DLC basis. I just collected. I'm marking it private. I don't know why, but I'm thinking I'm supposed to disable the Steam Cloud. Because then it will save on my hard drive. And this is probably how it loaded problems. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. But everything looks good. Looks like the settings were right, except for the cloud saving. Oh, you're heading out?
Yeah.
All right.
You got a package out here.
Oh, I do? Probably my Gatorade. Thank you. Um, okay. So Steam is loaded. Let's reload Vortex. Let's go back to the room. Stand around for a minute or two. I'm loading. I was about to give up. Okay, the follower framework startup tasks are complete. History update. It's not going to tell me when that's complete. But I did have to walk around outside for a couple of minutes before I was able to get my dialogue to work. I don't have a prompt on this guy. Don't wait. That's the door. That's not him. Dragon. Why don't I have a prompt? Okay. Guess what? I don't want to start a new game. Where did I save? Where did I make a character? Does it let you save before you make a character? I don't think it does. But I have a feeling this is like before I picked anything up or... Yeah. This is before I picked any of that up. Now I can't talk to him. Wait, talk to the messenger. That took a minute. Okay, I could just pick everything up and start over. I think that's what we'll do. That way I don't have to reload. I can just pick everything up. I think I picked everything up except for like the goat cheese, the bread, the apples. And the salmon. Might as well take the wine. That gives me some, I could sell it, but my sundial is not right. I bet you all my other mods are not right either. Damn. That's why I saved at 4. Okay. So we're going to save at 7, but we're going to load at 4. I'm waiting to talk to you. And hopefully cannot sleep. Why do you have that in here then? Talk to Messenger. Here we go.
Speak if you have aught to say worth the listening.
Okay, I'm not going to click anything. This mod should pop up with some options. Choose how you want to start the game. I'm noticing it's just taking a long time to load. Or it's me.
Speak if you have aught to say worth the listening.
All right. Save. Quit. I'm going to reinstall the alternate perspective and see if anything gets messed up. Might be too high on my load order is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Search. Alternate. Not alternate start. I've heard that's a good one too. Alternate perspective, alternate start. A new yet familiar take on the alternate start concept. Experience health. Yeah, is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. Beyond Skyrim. Okay. Load at the bottom of your load order. Okay, it says it right there. Classic start, no start room. No, we want Anniversary Edition, Bone Wolf Patch. Why is it called a Bone Wolf Patch? And look at the description. Getting started. Main quest. Helgen. Installation. Freelance questions. Okay, incompatible with Helgen. Okay, no problem. I haven't changed Helgen. It's incompatible with any other alternate starts. Okay. And it's incompatible with touring carriages. Okay, that's also fine. So let's just go ahead and reinstall it at the bottom of my load order. And it looks like it requires Foos Road, which I think I've already got installed. Don't I? Ooh, do I not? Ah, because I think the alternate camera needs it as well. I thought I had installed that. It might be called something else. Something Foos Row. I don't see it. I don't see it on my list. Okay, hold on. Let's search. Is it fuzz? Okay, I've got it. It says it's enabled. Okay, never mind. So I do have it installed. I did a little search. Okay, let me go to my deploy order. Go to the bottom. Alternate perspective, there it is. Okay. Let's load and see what happens. I'm not going to remake a character, but maybe I should. I don't know. Okay, do I want to load number 4 or do I want to load number 8? We'll go with 8. Let's see what happens. Don't have my screen. Look at that. Talk messenger popped up immediately. I'll let my startup task run a little bit before I get all excited and start clicking on things. Here we go.
Speak if you have aught to say worth the listening.
Dude.
Speak if you have aught to say worth the listening.
Okay, so I still have all my stuff I picked up.
Speak if you have aught to say worth the listening.
See, once I do that, a window should pop up asking me where I want to start. I've done this before, and it worked fine. I don't know why it's not working now. And I can go out into Helgen. I can go directly out into Helgen. But that's not giving me all these alternate start locations. And I don't think alternate perspective is in the mod. It's not in this list over here. Yeah, that's right. Oh, let's turn this letterbox off. That bothered me a couple of times. I could shrink it, I suppose. What the letterbox was doing was it puts like a black line on the top and a black line on the bottom, and it was hiding whenever like equipment was swapped between me and someone else or whatever. If I was given a prize or something like that, it would show up, but it would be behind the black bar, and I would never see what that was.
Speak if you have aught to say worth the listening.
I am trying to speak. Let's go to Helgen.
Speak if you have aught to say worth the listening.
Good morning.
That didn't work.
I heard the gourmet is hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know, fella who wrote that cookbook?
Okay, well, I'm not leaving to go adventuring or any of that until I get this resolved. Vilad. Dude.
That's good armor you've got there, friend. Iron, solid and true.
Talk to me. Someone talk to me.
Come. Yes.
Okay, Gunnar Stone Eye will talk to me. But all I can say is I'd like to armor my horse when I don't even have a horse.
Time.
What do you want, Imperial?
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
I don't want any of that.
All right, then.
I just wonder if I had to kickstart it or something. Now she won't talk to me. What about you?
Good morning.
And I don't like your model either. Something's messed up.
Where can I learn more about magic?
That would be the college in Winterhold. I suppose you'll be headed there then? Well, don't let me get in your way. Mm-hmm.
Hang out of this door, right? Guess what? There's no dragon here. There is a message, though. Huh. Yeah, something wrong with this. I think it's the Pandorables. Alright guys, I can't play like this. I'm going to spend a little bit of time playing around, working with it, but I will be on again tomorrow night, and maybe we'll actually get out of the inn and start adventuring. Alright, I'll catch you next time. You guys take care. I'm not sure what I'm going to say. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this.